Welcome to T-Mobile Tuesday Night Baseball from Seattle, Washington. This is Mariner Baseball as we bring you in to Safeco Field. A good look at the sunshine breaking through in the last half hour or so. It's Game 2. The Mets in town to take on the Mariners. First time the Mets have been here since 2005. Dave Sims along with Mike Blowers and the Root Sports crew, and a big night here for Erasmo Ramirez. He could really do a good job of picking himself up and the ball club up with a good performance here tonight. Eric Young Jr. will lead it off. Dangerous customer once he gets on base. He's 25 out of 29 and base stealing. First pitch is off the plate for ball one. Umpires for tonight's game: Corey Blazer. Home plate, the veteran Jim Joyce at first, Marvin Hudson at second, and Doug Eddings is at third. 1-1. 65 degrees, very comfortable here at Safeco Field. Wind out of the west at 4. Very lazy breeze going left to right. This one sliced foul. Terrific win last night, 5-2 by the Mariners. Roenis Elias ended a losing streak. Got his record 8-8. The Mets, there's Roenis. Really good performance. Had to leave the contest after 5 1/3. Had some forearm stiffness. Good performance by him. Ground ball, Cano, backhands. Throws out the speedy Eric Young Jr. Let's take a look at the rest of the Mets batting order.
Following Young Jr., it will be Murphy, the all-star, hitting second. Then it's Wright, Duda, and Abreu. Bobby Abreu still in the game, hitting fifth. The DH today for the Mets. Darno, Neuenhuis, Lagares, and Tejada rounding out the 9 for the Mets. For Ramirez on the year, 1-4 record, a 4.58 ERA. In 53 innings, he has 42 strikeouts, 29 walks. Opponents hitting .267 against him.
Here's Murphy looking at a strike. Funny listening to Terry Collins, manager of the Mets, talking about the at-bat that Murphy had last night in the second inning, talking about the vagaries of interleague play. You don't see guys often, you're not familiar with them, and he got that big lane-changing curve, as you like to call it, from Elias. I said, what was that? You weren't pretty. Said, we didn't see anything like that in any of the videotapes that we looked at on that kid.
I'm not sure he would have touched it if he had seen it on videotape. It was well located, a good pitch, and he saved it up. Good idea, and he'll typically do that to the left-handers. Drop down a little bit more. Big sweeping breaking ball for Elias.
Talking to Robinson Cano about Elias, speaks the world of him, and he says once he's in the process of learning. Here's a fly ball to Ackley. That to only let teams beat him on his best pitch. He said he pointed down to Felix. He said Felix knows his best pitch is that changeup, and he throws it when he needs it. He says when Elias gets that curveball tight the way he really wants it and go to it often, look out.
Yeah, and he had a good one last night. I think, again, the biggest thing was him is commanding his fastball to get to the curveball. It's a pitch that can put away most hitters, and bright future for him. It's just good to see him back. He was healthy last night, too. It's good to see him throw at 93. It looked like it was an easy 93 for him. Good to see.
There's David Wright, the Mets captain. 2 down. David last night celebrating his 10th anniversary in the big leagues. He went 2 for 5. Mets had at least one hit in every inning. They stranded 10 men, losing 5-2. So Ramirez, only victory, April 1 at the Angels. 7 innings of 6 hit, 2-run ball, no walks, 6 strikeouts. Since then, walks have been a problem, Mike.
Well, it's not just the walks, too, Dave. You're right about that, but the other part is the quality of the pitches, the strikes that he throws. And right now he's throwing strikes. Good to see 11 pitches, 7 strikes for him. It looks like he's taking a little bit off of his fastball, not trying to overthrow, and basically hit corners with it. Misses with that breaking ball. It was a slider that he missed with.
Minor leagues this year, 2-5 with a 4.45 at Tacoma. That's in 10 starts. David Wright draws a walk. Here's a look at the Mariners' defensive setup.
Ackley out in left field. You've seen no errors this year. 158 chances for him. Jones in center. Andy Chavez getting the start in right. Kyle Seager at third base. Willie Bloomquist, a good night last night playing shortstop. He's back out there again this evening. Cano and Morrison on the right side of the infield. Mike Zunino, his 14th home run of the season in last night's ball game. He will do the catching tonight.
Brings up first baseman Lucas Duda. 1 for 4 last evening.
Mariners will put the shift on Kyle Seager. Over on the right side of the infield, you can see Cano deep into the outfield out towards the right. Having a conversation with Andy Chavez. Barely needs to raise his voice. That's how deep he is out there in right.
Swing and a miss. Duda behind 0-2. No Curtis Granderson tonight. Flu-like symptoms. They're hoping that he'll be able to play in tomorrow afternoon's 12:40 start. Granderson, the veteran, led off in last night's game, went 0 for 5, struck out 4 times. Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 call. Fine start for Erasmo Ramirez. Good news for the Mariners. 1 inning or 1/2 inning under their belts, and the Mariners coming to bat. Our late beloved Hall of Famer Dave Niehaus would have loved an evening like this with the Mariners playing some good ball. The Mets in town. Right now, if the playoffs started today, the Mariners would be the second wild card team. Let's take a look at the Mariner batting order for tonight.
Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Chevron. Andy Chavez will lead things off, and then it's Jones and Cano. Seager, the cleanup hitter today. Corey Hart hitting 5th as the DH. Logan Morrison back in the lineup at first. Then it's Willie Bloomquist. Dustin Ackley last night 3 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Again, hitting .360 for the month of July. Mike Zunino, his 14th home run last night. He will round out the 9. And for DeGrom, 3-5 record, a 3.18 ERA for him. 72 strikeouts in 73 2/3. That's a good number for him. Opponents hitting .255. He has given up 5 home runs this year.
26-year-old right-hander. First pitch to Andy Chavez, a one-time Met in there for a strike.
For DeGrom, 91 to 93 miles an hour. At times he will top out at 95. Throw a slider, a changeup, an occasional curveball. And he has pitched well in his last 5 starts. He is 3-0 with a 1.65 ERA. He's been pitching well as of late.
Andy behind 0-2. Entered last night's game in right field. Ball found him. Had to make a nice catch out there. Back up the middle, base hit. Andy Chavez, 2-strike base knock.
That's the way the Mariners started the game last night. It was Willie Bloomquist in the leadoff spot against the lefty. Tonight it is Andy Chavez, but both of them leading the game off with base hit. This is a high changeup. Andy doing a good job of not pulling off the ball, staying with it, and hits a line drive back up the middle to get the offense going for the Mariners.
Bring up James Jones. Takes a leg at a strike. DeGrom When he was in college at Stetson University down in Florida, was a third baseman shortstop and then converted to pitching as a junior. Jones, he did some pitching in his time at Long Island University in Brooklyn, where he hails from. 0-1. What a one.
James Jones still might have a better fastball.
Wouldn't shock me.
You've seen him throw from the outfield. He has a great arm.
1 for 4 last night. A flare single in the center field. Chavez back safely. I'm a pretty good hitter too. Over in the National League, obviously no DH, but he's a 280 hitter on the season. Ground ball, Murphy with Tejada, and Jones beats it out. Stays out of the double play.
And a look at the defense for the Mets this evening. Young Jr. in left field. Lagares, the center fielder. Neuenhuis is in right the third baseman. Tejada at shortstop. Murphy the second baseman, an all-star. Duda will be at first. And Denaro will do the catching. Good hustle by James Jones to beat out the double play. It was awkward looking. I don't think Murphy, the second baseman, was able to field the ball cleanly. A low throw to Tejada, and he was not able to get the speedy Jones on the double play.
Jones back with a dive. He's 18 out of 19. Robinson Cano, number 2 hitter in the American League. Slap foul leg out. Probably feeling a lot better coming out of that Saturday night game. It's really sore. The hamstring, he sat out on Sunday's game. Had a hard time just turning around the waist, in the belt areas. Everything just got tight, stiffen up. As much as he didn't want to come out of the lineup, he told Lloyd McClendon, said, listen, I don't want to go out there and get hurt again and then really cost you some more games. So let me sit out this one game, and that's how it worked out. Second in batting to Jose Altuve in the American League. Altuve leading the way at 336. Cano at 334. Great year. 3rd in hits. 5th in on-base percentage. Really getting it done. Time called. Jones takes off, swung on, driven deep to left. Going towards the foul line is Eric Young Jr. And it's a foul ball.
Interesting to see it, because the ball, we end up losing view of it as it goes down into the corner. You can see Young Jr. great effort trying to get to it, clearly a foul ball. And it looked as if Jones at first base had a pretty good jump. I think he would have been able to steal it.
Oh, 0-2 to Cano with Jones at first. Back safely. Foul again.
For DeGrom, after he gets ahead of the hitters, he likes to throw the high fastball. Those last 2 fastballs to Cano, borderline right at the top of the strike zone. You'll see that quite a bit from him tonight. Trying to expand his own pitching up to the top around the letters at times, see if he can get the hitters to chase a fastball.
Oh, 0-2 the count to Cano. Takes it for ball 1. First time the Mariners are seeing DeGrom. First time the Mets are seeing Ramirez. Mariners here in the month of July, 8-8, and over their last 21 home games, they're 11-11. They could win tonight, they'd be 500 on the season here at home. This is game number 100.
We're talking about the first time seeing DeGrom, and last night with Elias on the mound, you mentioned Murphy and the drop down slider that he was able to strike him out with. As a hitter, your first time through, you want to see as many pitches as you can to get as much information. Looking at videotape and reading scouting reports, that's one thing, but standing in the batter's box and trying to see where the ball comes out at you and what his fastball looks like, how much movement it really has, the speed of his breaking ball and his changeup. It's all information, and this will be the 7th pitch of this at bat to Cano. His timing should be getting closer.
Runner goes. Ball gets away. Jones didn't see it. He will hold right there. So a stolen base. And Jones, number 19 out of 20 attempts.
Thought he had an average jump. It was going to be a close play. Great acceleration through it. And again, you can see he didn't peek in at all. That was a straight steal. Sometimes you'll see the base runner look in towards home plate if it's a hit and run. But on a straight steal, they won't do that. So he didn't see the ball go to the backstop. I doubt he would have been able to advance. But give Cano a chance to drive in a run.
Garris, the center fielder, as we noted last night, plays shallow, and he's playing Cano several steps towards the left center. 2-2 to Robbie. Down low for ball 3.
That's a great point, because there is a huge gap in right center field. If he can hit it out towards the Root Sports sign, right center field wall, probably end up with a triple.
Kyle Seager's on deck. Kyle, the Mariners home run and RBI leader. Long look by DeGrom. A payoff pitch here to Cano. 1 out. Runner at second. Struck him out. 2 down. First strikeout for DeGrom. Going to bring up Kyle Seager in a 2-out situation.
This is a good changeup from DeGrom. I think Cano thought he was going to challenge him. He threw him a bunch of fastballs early in the count, but that is a good changeup out of the strike zone.
Kyle Seager last night 2 for 4. First 2 times up, RBI singles to center field.
Both of them with a couple of outs.
Strike 1.
In fact, Kyle is tied for 6th in the American League with 24 2-out RBIs this year.
Big number. Time called. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside. Seager coming off a great all-star experience. His North Carolina teammate right there, Dustin Eckley, had a great night. So did that man, Willie Bloomquist, in the leadoff spot. 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, an RBI and a stolen base. Well, he's batting in the 7-hole tonight. 2-1 from DeGrom. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, we saw Cano strike out on the changeup, and here's another changeup. This one is elevated, but more changeups to the left-handed hitters. Chavez was able to get a base hit on a changeup that was up in the zone.
2-2. And DeGrom spreads a runner at second. 2 big strikeouts to the Mariners. 3 and 4 hole hitters. No score here at Safeco Field. Sports being brought to you by Ford. We are local. By AM/PM, too much good stuff. And by the Emerald Queen Casino, where there's a world of dining opportunities from gourmet Asian cuisine to the legendary seafood buffet. We take you to Green Lake earlier today and it's your sailboats. Folks enjoying very calm waters earlier today here in Seattle. Glad you're with us here for Mariner Baseball. Second inning, the veteran Bobby Abreu leads off. Abreu, one of the guys Terry Collins was talking about yesterday. Glad to be able to get him at bats in interleague play. They've got a surplus of outfielders. Plus today, you've got Curtis Granderson out with flu-like symptoms. 1-1.
For Abreu, 108 at bats on the year. He has 9 doubles, 1 home run, hitting .259.
Slapped the other way, base hit by the 40-year-old Bobby Abreu. Out of the box hard. Takes a big turn. And he's on with a leadoff single.
91 miles an hour. Probably just off the plate away, but Abreu, the veteran, going with the pitch, not trying to do too much with it. Hits it by Kyle Seager, who's playing well off the line, as you would expect with the lefty hitting. Good look from our McDonald's Supermo.
Travis d'Arnaud, the catcher, stands in. He was the one robbed by Ackley last night in the 6th with a spectacular catch. Took a home run away from him. Reached over the fence in left field. Brought it back. It's pitched by Ramirez. He's ahead 0-2.
2 well-located pitches from Ramirez. Good fastball on the outside corner, and then that slider just off the plate away.
Here comes Jones, and that gamble's going to be costly. Abreu to third. He's going to score. d'Arnaud to third. And the Mets have a 1-0 lead. So a 3-base hit for Travis d'Arnaud, the Mets catcher's first triple of the season.
Well, there's a couple of mistakes here on an 0-2 pitch. This is something we've talked about with Ramirez and some of his issues. And then the look at our McDonald Supermo. Jones trying to make a play to help him out and just misses it. But it gets by him, and that'll be a triple. But for Ramirez, he has to make a better pitch on an 0-2 count.
I'll bring up Kirk Neuenhuis, the right fielder. Neuenhuis entered the game late in last night's contest, did not get a chance to swing the bat.
And with nobody out, Mariners will keep their infield back, trying to get an out, stay away from the big inning if they can.
1-1 on the swing and miss.
Good changeup from Ramirez.
One, two. Ramirez's last appearance with the Mariners was back on June 24th. That was against Boston. Went 4 1/3. No decision in that game for him. It was digged by Zunino. In his last 5 outings, all no decisions for Ramirez. His last decision was May 7th at Oakland. Went 6 innings and a 4-1 loss to the A's. And a 2-2 count. Swing and a miss. Oh, a nice second strikeout for Ramirez. 1 down in the second. Time now for a CenturyLink link to what's next. Bartolo Colon, 12-1 career in this building. He goes against Taijuan Walker, who's brought back from the minor leagues. Taijuan said, hey, enough, got to be better. He's corrected a lot of things. He said he was flying open a lot with his mechanics, and we'll see what happens. Swing and a miss by Juan Lagares.
Now with 1 out, Mariners will bring their infield in. Try to keep the runner at third.
Bud McClendon gave a lot of thought to starting Tom Wilhelmsen tomorrow, but he said, listen, the best part of my club is the bullpen. No sense breaking it up. Now let's see what Mr. Walker can do. So that's going to be the challenge tomorrow. 12:40 start time. Here's the 0-2 pitch here to Lagares. Chop foul.
Well, the other part of all of this equation and the things that Lloyd's trying to do is James Paxton. Paxton pitching in Tacoma tonight. So hopefully that'll go well for him, and not necessarily the numbers, but just his overall health comes out of it feeling good. I think he'll probably have one more start. It'll be great to have him back.
And timeout called. Lagares, the center fielder, 1 for 4 in last night's game, and as we mentioned last evening, very reminiscent of the late great Paul Blair. Likes to play center field shallow and go get it. Chop foul again.
Well, Willie Bloomquist made him pay for it. Well, he was able to hit a ball over his head for a double and drive in a run.
Ground rule double in the 4th inning. Willie really lit it up too. Good for him. Good night for Willie. 3 for 5 last evening. Still 0-2, 1 out. A run in. Abreu with a leadoff single. d'Arnaud tripled to center field. Jones gambled trying to make a catch. Got by him. Darno standing at third right now with one down. Zunino wants it up high. Gets it up there for ball one. Two and two. Well, right now you're hoping that Ramirez isn't going through the oh no portion of his mind right now with a little bit of struggle.
Oh, you're absolutely right, and he's gone through that before. It's been part of the issue with him.
He was in good shape. Now it's a full count. Ruben Tejada's on deck.
Such a fine line at this level with the hitters, and when we talked about the 0-2 pitch that was hit for a triple, it was a hanging breaking ball in the middle of the plate, and it's been an issue for him. But the other part of it is, if you're going to bury some pitches in the dirt, they have to be close enough to the plate to get him to swing, and he wasn't able to do it. Eventually walks him. But the pitches that he was throwing in the dirt were bouncing out in front of home plate, and it's tough. Even young big league hitters, it's going to be tough to try to get them to chase that pitch. So there's a fine line, and Rick Waite's making a trip out of the dugout. Going to have a conversation with Ramirez.
So the inning, single, triple, strikeout, and a walk. So the Mets one out, runners at the corners. An injection of some confidence right now.
Yeah. And again, with his breaking ball, it looks like he has a good slider tonight. But coming out of his hand, it has to appear that it's going to be in the strike zone, then have it run off the plate away, or if he's going to throw his curveball and changeup and he wants to bounce it, it still has to look as if it's going to be around the knees to get him to chase it. And he's struggling with that right now, trying to bounce the ball. He's bouncing it out in front of the plate. That's an easy take for the hitters.
20 pitches thrown so far here in this inning. Ruben Tejada, the shortstop, stands in. He was 1 for 3 last night with a run scored. Worcester's one past Tim Teffel, third base coach. Tom Goodwin, the first base coach. Timmy on the '86 Met World Championship team, along with Howard Johnson. There's Tom Goodwin. There's Tommy. Oh, 1 to Tejada. Punch shot. Is it going to stay up? Nope. Ackley with a throw to the plate. Not in time. 2-0 Mets. RBI Tejada, his 22nd. Scoring on a play is Travis d'Arnaud. Moving up to second is Juan Lagares.
We'll take a look at it. It's an off-speed pitch. Hits it off the end of the bat. Little flare in the left field. Ackley not able to get to it. d'Arnaud went back to tag up.
To the bottom of the order. Getting it done here for the Mets in the second inning. Back to the leadoff spot, Eric Young Jr.'s dad, Eric Young Sr., first base coach these days with the Colorado Rockies after a nice career of his own. No stirring in the Mariner bullpen. As Young's got a 1-0 count. Slow roller. They'll go to first to get E.Y. Jr. for out number 2. Runners move up. Runners at second and third for Daniel Murphy, the All-Star second baseman who flied out to left.
.24 pitches in the inning for Ramirez.
Murphy in a slump lately, and Ramirez trying to keep it that way, especially with 2 runners in scoring position, already down 2-0. Fly ball left field for Ackley. And there's the 3rd out. But the Mets, 2 runs. All on 3 hits, leave a couple, and they've got an early lead at 2-0. Field. And make sure you join us for Seattle's largest sing-along, Set the Fireworks. It's coming up Friday, marking the second of 3 great summer fireworks shows here at Safeco Field. Comes after the Mariners 7-10 start against the Orioles. You're going to enjoy a fantastic fireworks show set to a playlist of classic songs like Journey's Don't Stop Believin' and Bon Jovi's Living on a Prayer. Join the fun. Pick up your tickets at mariners.com. Bottom of the 2nd inning against Jacob deGrom. Here's Corey Hart to lead it off, the DH. Exit strike 1. Corey to be followed by Logan Morrison and Willie Bloomquist. Sure, on everybody's wish list, a great second half from Corey Hart. High drive, deep to center field. Lagares just shy of the track for out number 1.
Well, the good news for Corey is he has been swinging the bat better as of late. Just missed that pitch. Just missed hitting it out of the ballpark as he skies it out to left center.
We'll bring up Logan Morrison. Omo at first base tonight. He had a nice run from late June or early July, hitting .395. He's cooled off since then. He's hitting at a .265 clip over his last 21 games. deGrom 6 for 6 and first pitch strikes. Young man with 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Nice play by David Wright. Mets captain throws out Lomo, 2 down.
Well, the Mets have seen a lot of this from David Wright. One of the best, and makes it look easy, but a fine play. Unfortunately, robbing Morrison of a base hit.
10 years in the big leagues. Fine performer, 7-time All-Star David Wright. Here's Willie Bloomquist. Well, he got out to a scintillating start last night. Base hit to left, and a ground rule double to center. Then unfortunate his last 2 times up. Called out on strikes by Doug Eddings. Home plate umpire in a 1-2 and an 0-2 pitch. Questionable. 1-1. To Willie. Pounds it to right. Flips over. And that'll do it. Quick inning for Jacob deGrom. Mets lead it 2-0. We're joined by our senior baseball analyst, Bill Kruger, right now. Fellas, what do you think of what you've seen so far from Erasmo Ramirez?
Well, I think it's been interesting so far. I liked his first inning. It looks to me as he's taking a little bit off of his fastball to get better command, maybe even a little more sink to it. He's thrown some good changeups, a few good sliders, but it's been the mistake that I thought the 0-2 pitch that he threw, the hanging slider, is something we've seen from him, Bill. And you know, the other part about it, too, is he had another hitter 0-2, and it looked like he was trying to get him to chase some pitches out of the strike zone, but I thought that those pitches were too far out in front of home plate to make the hitter offer. And one of the things that I find to be interesting, and you can certainly address this as a former pitcher, but just what a fine line it is when you're facing major league hitters on trying to execute that 0-2, 1-2 pitch to get them to chase and maybe not even hang it, but just get them to chase that pitch, especially when it's down.
Well, I think, for Erasmo, his game is fastball changeup, and right now his breaking ball hasn't been too sharp. Although right there, he threw some good ones to right, but it's tough. Jones misplays that ball into a triple, and suddenly his back is against the wall, and had to pitch. Granted, he's on a pretty short leash as well, so it's not the easiest thing in the whole wide world to have a man on third and nobody out. And to his credit, he showed some ability to kind of control the damage. But you're right. There's a fine line walking for Erasmo. He doesn't have a power breaking ball. That's his big problem with 2 strikes. I think his best weapon with 2 strikes is high fastball. And he may want to use that a little bit more because his breaking ball is really average. He's got a great changeup and a pretty good sinking fastball. Hopefully he can get some easy outs, get it rolling.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and he certainly needs it, and I know Lloyd would like to see that too, maybe save the bullpen a little bit. But I wonder sometimes, Bill, too, with him, is it confidence, or is it, we've seen it from him before. You mentioned that Jones misplaying the ball in center field for the triple, and yeah, he was able to control the damage in that situation, but it also seemed as all of a sudden the command that he had left him a little bit. He gets shaken a little bit, and I don't know if that's a lack of experience or just knowing that maybe he has that short leash, and how do you deal with it when you're out there with all those different things on your mind?
Well, hopefully he gained some confidence from his 4 starts in AAA, threw the ball pretty good. He only walked 4 in 25 innings, so control isn't the problem. It's what to do, like you said, with 2 strikes. That's really been the big issue with him. He's got to settle in, I think, on 1 breaking ball. Maybe pick the slider, try to make that a little tighter with a little bit more bite so he can bury it and maybe get some easier outs or a strikeout with that. His changeup is really good, and you saw him use it. He got some strikeouts with it. But pitching with guys on base, and you're up here kind of on trial. I think all these things are playing in with Erasmo, and you make your own bet. I mean, he had all those turns up here where he used a ton of pitches. He pitched way too carefully, not a lot of confidence. He put himself in the hole with a lot of counts, and he ran out of ammunition 4th or 5th inning. That's been the big problem, and the manager hasn't shown a ton of confidence in him, and that's probably why.
Bobby Abreu, the hitter, 18th year, 16. Phillies for 9 years, Angels for 4.
Okay.
Yankees for 3, Houston for 2, Dodgers for 1, and first year with the Mets. Abreu with a leadoff single to left field in the 2nd inning and scored on a triple by d'Arnaud.
Looks after the base hit by Abreu, he was able to hit it down the left field line. Kyle Seager, the third baseman, playing a little bit closer to the line, trying to take that away from him. Kyle was well off the line the first time up, so the Mariners have made an adjustment to their defense.
Fouled off. Bobby Abreu, a career .292 hitter in his 18 years in the bigs. He's hit 288 home runs. Won the home run derby in the All-Star game a few years back. 2-2. Struck him out. Good inning for Ramirez. A 1-2-3 third. Coming up for the Mets, last night's hero, Dustin Ackley, Mike Zunino, and Endy Chavez. On a 2-2 offering to end the top of the 3rd inning. That's a 3rd strikeout for Erasmo. Let's take a look at the Mariners calendar, brought to you by Sleep Country USA. As we've been telling you about wild card positioning, Mariners holding the 2 spot right now. Big games in front. The Orioles, look at that, it'll be 7 big games against them. Cleveland for 3, and then when we come home again, the Atlanta Braves for a couple, and the White Sox. The teams you want to be watching on a daily basis: Toronto, the Yankees, and Cleveland. And Boston coming up hard on the outside. Look out. Here's Dustin Ackley. fun talking to him about his catch last night. And he brought up the catch he made in Houston, where he went from pretty much left center field across the bottom of that stupid hill out there and then slid into the fence. I hate that hill. I'm not going to, there ain't no bones about it. It's a stupid hill.
I'm with you.
And I told him, he said last night might get the edge because it took a home run away, but athletically, that was an unbelievable catch he made in Houston.
It was, and you had a real good idea or a chance to see the speed of Dustin.
Right to David Wright, one away.
I think the thing I liked about last night is yes, it took the home run away, but I think the biggest thing for me is he's put in a lot of work in left field, and Andy Van Slyke needs to get a lot of credit for the amount of work that Dustin has put in, because on that play, and you and I see it all the time, outfielders will get too close to the wall, and when they go to make that jump, they'll hit the padding and they'll stick almost, and it keeps them from getting top, and they work on that play. And Andy's done a good job of that, and I thought it was textbook the way that Dustin went after that ball last night, and because of that, it was the only reason why he was able to make that catch.
Major shout out, former Mariner Jason Bay, who gave him that glove already broken in. He said, Ackley said he had some infield gloves. The infield glove was given to him by Adam Kennedy. So he was always asking around for gloves, and Jason Bay said, hey, I got a glove that's already broken in. So I tried it on. I can see why he made the catch. The ball does stick in. It's a great glove. It's really well broken in.
Not surprised to hear that. And of course, Dustin was at second base and all of a sudden asked to go to the outfield.
There's Zunino, who hit a mammoth home run last night. Thrown out by shortstop Ruben Tejada. 2 away.
I think all of the extra gloves I had, at least the first ones I had, I ended up getting from my teammates.
Who'd you get? Who was the one that you kept the longest?
Without question, it would have been the catching glove that I got from Dave Valley. Because I rarely had to use it, and I was just fine with that. The thing lasted for years.
It's up on the mantelpiece. Thank goodness. The caption, thank goodness I never had to use it. Here's Andy Chavez for strike one.
My first baseman's glove came from Tino Martinez, and Jay gave me my first outfield glove.
There you go.
It's, it's because they all have extra ones and they're broken in. So after a period of time, you break your own in. But
Ackley, he was very proud of the fact, hey, they didn't have to do anything. They're ready made.
He used all of it last night. It was a great catch.
0-2 to Indy. Mariners had just one hit. Indy's leadoff single in the first. Wright will give chase. Won't get there. How many gloves did you have? Because when I was at Ackley's locker before the game, he had about 6 gloves on the top shelf of his locker.
Yeah, I think that was about right. I had my one outfield glove, the one catcher's glove, a couple of first baseman's mitt, and then I was always breaking in another glove for third, so you have a couple of extras just in case something happens to your gamer.
Broken bat bouncer up the middle. Here comes Tejada. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners in the third. 10 pitches for DeGrom, who's on his game. 2-0 Mets. Being brought to you by BECU, offering convenient access to online and mobile banking and more. Get info and join at becu.org. By CenturyLink, your link to what's next. By BNSF Railway, sponsor of the BNSF Blast. And by Jack in the Box. Hit the Jack in the Box for the new Jalapeno Ranch or Barbecue Ultimate Cheeseburgers at participating restaurants. Good look at the Fremont Trolls. Those bedtime stories give you some nightmares, right? Hey, Dad, thanks a lot. Travis Darno. Quickly ahead 0-2 of Darno. Got an RBI triple his first time up. Line drives went right at James Jones. Gambled for it, trying to make the catch, and it got by him for a trip. And it scored Bobby Abreu in the process. It'll be Darno, Neuenhuis, and Lagares. 6, 7, and 8 here for the Mets in the fourth inning.
Good sign for Ramirez after giving up a couple of runs in the second inning. Comes right back with a 1-2-3 third. So hopefully he will settle down. Again, I think Lloyd would like to get 6 innings out of him if he can.
Swing and a miss. He gets Darno for back-to-back strikeouts, and that is strikeout number 4 on the evening for Ramirez. See the stars under the summer sun when you join us for the next Mariners matinee. It's coming up tomorrow afternoon. Robinson, Cano, Kyle Seager, and the Mariners host the Mets. Special 12:40. That's 12:40 start time. Pick up a ticket, a hot dog, and a Pepsi for as low as $15. It's all part of Safeco Insurance Grand Slam Family Package Day. Take advantage of this great deal. Jump on it right now. Log on to Mariners.com. Kirk Neuenhuis struck out on a 2-2 pitch his first time up. Chop foul. Mariners playing Neuenhuis straight up. Pitch a little bit outside, 2-1. Doug Eddings last night, Corey Blazer tonight. Apostles of Jim Joyce, crew chief. Boy, they really tell you where the pitch is. Love to hear that kind of communication. 2-2. There's Jim Joyce, one of the great guys in baseball and a terrific umpire.
We will be able to hear him tomorrow when he's behind home plate.
We won't have to mic him. Two and two.
With some good pitches again. I like the way he's starting to mix it up a little bit more. Neuenhuis late on the fastball, and it was because of the changeups, and that was another changeup that he was out in front of, barely getting a piece of it. But most important part of it was pitches down in the zone.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Struck him out. 3 consecutive strikeouts for Ramirez, finding a groove here. 2 away. I want to give a shout out to our good buddies Rick Riz and Dave Henderson. Their Toys for Kids Foundation. They've got a whole bunch of kids up in section 318. 2 of 20 agencies that they help. The homeless kids, some kids in hospitals. 1,000 tickets donated tonight. And there were 7,000 kids benefited from this charity last Christmas time. So kudos to Rico and Dave Henderson. There's the great Rick Riz. I tell you what, he works his tail off during the course of the season, talking to everybody in Major League Baseball, looking for donations that he can auction off, and the benefits, the proceeds, go to these kids. And over Last 15 years, they've raised more than $1 million. So way to go, guys. So Ramirez 0-2 here to Lagares. Swing and a miss. How about Ramirez striking out the side? It gives him 4 consecutive strikeouts. He's got half a dozen on the game. Coming up, Jones, Cano, and Seager. Time for the Mariners to crank some offense. They're down 2-0 to the Mets. And make sure you join us as we induct the man who led the Mariners to 840 wins and 3 division championships during his reign as Seattle's manager. Saturday, August 9th, Lou Piniella is going to be inducted into the Mariners Hall of Fame during a special pregame ceremony that starts at 5:30. Make sure to also arrive early to be one of the first 20,000 fans that pick up a collectible Sweet Lou bobblehead courtesy of Root Sports. Great seats are available at mariners.com. A couple of innings ago, the Mariner Moose put on a jacket and went out to work third base umpire Doug Eddings and did a Lou pantomime, and it was pretty much spot on.
It was really good, including kicking the hat.
That was good. Here's James Jones, reached on a fielder's choice and stole a base in the first. All right, it's not a $64,000 question. Nonetheless, what do the Mariners have to do to solve the puzzle that is Jacob deGrom?
Well, he's done a good job, and really Ramirez is repeating the same deal. They're both going with their fastball and changeup. deGrom is fastball. He's elevating it at times. Ramirez trying to pitch down in the zone, but he's had a really good changeup to the left-handed hitters. And so I think that he wants you to chase the high fastball, and I think you have to get after his heater earlier in the count because that seems to be the pitch that he's willing to throw down. A little bit easier for the guys to get to.
1 hit tonight. Endy Chavez leadoff single. 1-2 pitch.
But he came into the game. He's been on a good run again in his last 5 outings. He's 3-0 with a 1.65 ERA. So he's been pitching well. Pitching with a lot of confidence. Another changeup.
Strikes out Jones. 1 down here in the 4th. His 3rd K.
Robinson Cano saw a number of changeups his first time up. We'll see what adjustment that he's going to make. A couple of changeups away, including a 3-2 changeup.
Rom taking his time. Cano tires of waiting. Angels and Orioles top of the 4th down in Anaheim. No score. Both teams with 1 hit. Strike one to Robbie. There's Dave Henderson. Christmas in July.
Christmas in July. He has a Santa hat on. I was talking to him earlier, and all the kids getting T-shirts that came to the game today.
Dave always the shy and retiring type.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they're having a good time up there. He'd spent some time today. They were giving some things away today, and he said about 3,000 of the kids showed up. And now he's up in the stands with them up there in the upper deck.
Robbie behind 0-2. He was last time. Worked it to a full count and struck him out.
He's on the changeup again. 85 miles an hour at the bottom of the strike zone.
4 Ks here by DeGrom, pitching with a lot of poise.
We'll take a look at it. Bottom will start to fall out of it, and he'll swing right over the top of it. Perfect pitch at the bottom of the strike zone and running away from him.
Jerry Collins really enjoying working with this 26-year-old right-hander out of DeLand, Florida.
So far, 46 pitches, 36 strikes. And out of the 13 batters that he has faced, 11 first pitch strikes. So he's on top of his game.
Seager struck out on a 2-2 pitch his first time. Collins talking about DeGrom, said this guy competes. He said he had one game where he walked 5 or 6, and he looked up the 5th or 6th inning and still zeros on the board. He hadn't given up a run. So no matter if he's sharp like he is tonight or has to battle a little bit harder, I like his makeup. 1-1. Off the mask of d'Arnaud. Ball and 2 strikes. Nice hitting streak rolling here, just in the early stages of a 3-game hitting streak for Seager. 1-2 here. Two and 2. Top of the 13th, Rangers at the Yankees, no score. How about that? Where he get that deep in a game and nobody scored. 7 hits for the Rangers and 6 for the Yankees. Indians 8-2 lead, bottom 9 at Minnesota. 3-2 pitch, and Seager's aboard. First walk issued by DeGrom. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Seattle Mariners and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Seattle Mariners. 2 outs, a man aboard for Corey Hart. Fly deep to center field his first time. One to Corey.
Corey's first time up. He was aggressive on the fastball and just missed it. He took Lagares out to the warning track and left center field.
One and 1. Corey coming off a 1-for-7 road trip. A good pitch for him tonight. 1-2. Mariners have had just 3 base runners. One-two pitch here to Corey. And foul ball into the glove, says Corey Blazer. That'll do it. So Dave Henderson on the left, Rick Riz. Kudos to these gentlemen for their Toys for Kids charity. as they spring for a lot of kids here in the ballpark tonight. Little major league entertainment for them. 2-0 Mets.
Fifth inning Mets still lead it 2-0. Angie Rementink reminding you that it's Twitter Tuesday, and here's question 3. Using hashtag RootQ3, tell us which reliever is going to throw the most pitches in tonight's Mariners game. Of course, both the starters still in this one, but let us know who you think is. It could be either club. Okay, so this is your chance to win a Robinson Cano bobblehead. Reminder: winners are chosen at random. Guys, back to you.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Erasmo Ramirez has struck out the last 4 men that he's faced. He's got Ruben Tejada leading off in the 5th, followed by Eric Young Jr. and Daniel Murphy, 9-1-2 for the New York Mets. Mets get their runs in the 2nd inning. RBI triple by d'Arnaud and an RBI single by Tejada.
And just 70 pitches now for Ramirez, so he's in good shape to get into the 6th inning tonight.
Oh, boy. Leadoff man's aboard.
Boy, a running fastball hit him right on the back of the hand.
Saw Henley Ramirez, the Dodgers, get hit a couple of times Sunday night Cardinal game. Whoa, that hurts. Second time Ramirez has hit a batter this season. Elias has hit the most batters this season. He's hit 7.
Well, looking at the replay, it looked as if his hands were fairly relaxed, which would be better. But when you're talking about hands and feet, all those little bones, who knows? Hopefully he'll be okay. And it looks like he's going to stay in the game.
Royals lead the White Sox 7-1, bottom of the 8th. Rays at the Cardinals. Rays lead 7-2, bottom of the 9th in St. Louis. Nationals 7-4 over the Rockies in Colorado. That's in the 7th. D-backs 3-2 over Detroit. That's in Arizona. Bottom of the 6th. Astros lead the Athletics. Bottom of the 4th in Oakland. 2-1 score. Third time around now for Eric Young Jr. A couple of ground outs so far, 0 for 2. Gets the bunt down, foul. Of the opponents we've seen, who's the best bunter? Nobody's jumping out as I think about that.
Bunting for a base hit.
At this rate, I'll take any bunt. I'm talking about, you know the state of bunting. Come on now.
I understand.
But if we get that specific, we'll never get an answer.
Yeah.
Double play ball. Cano, Blomquist, Morrison, Rackham. Let's check in with Angie Mentic.
Guys, Alex Jackson, who was the Mariners' first pick in the amateur draft last year, maybe you heard about this. He actually took a line drive to the face last night. He was playing right field, lost the ball in the lights. The ball hit him in his face, did break a small bone in his nose. Likely, Alex is not going to need surgery. That is good news. He is going to get another opinion from another doctor, but right now he is resting at the team hotel. So it was bad, but could have been worse, guys.
Absolutely. And he can compare notes with DJ Peterson. He got hit in the face. Was that last year, before last?
Last year, yeah.
Top prospect for the Mariners. There's Daniel Murphy, twice flied out the left.
I think if I had to go with Bunting for a base hit, I would probably lean towards a former Met, now a Blue Jay, Jose Reyes.
Good call.
Yeah, Reyes. Pretty good.
Short list.
Short list.
Did he go? Did not. This is Doug Eddings.
You're talking about sacrifice bunting. Indy Chavez does a good job.
Yeah.
Good technique. As you take a look at this, you can see, oh boy, I think maybe he went a little too far, but Ramirez not able to get the call.
Ramirez on the night has struck out 6. He's walked 2. Season high in strikeouts, 8. That was against Houston back on April 22nd. 1-2. Comebacker off of Ramirez, charging is Seager. Can't make the play. Base hit. Tough break. We'll have to get David Wright here. Ramirez saw David Wright walk the first time, then had a soft liner to Cano in his second at bat.
It's interesting seeing Lloyd after the check swing was not called. Was not happy about a couple of them down in Anaheim, and a couple of things with that. One, you're adding pitches to your pitcher's pitch count, and of course the hitter comes back with a base hit. It's happened a couple of times.
In his perfect world, he said he would like to see that be something that you can challenge.
Review, yeah.
Perfect world, that means he got no chance. Hello. 2-0 to David Wright.
Not sure how that missed him. Already hit a batter in the inning. Leadoff hitter Tejada hit him on the hand.
Two-0 count. Brought back by Wright. 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors by the Mets. They've left 3. No runs, 1 hit. And no errors for the Mariners. They've left 2 men aboard. Two-1 to David Wright. So Ramirez back to even here, 2-2.
And another good changeup right on the outside corner. It's been a good pitch for him here tonight.
Murphy back with a hop and a skip. Don't play Murphy cheaply. He's 11 out of 15 in base stealing. This comebacker handled easily by Ramirez. Nice inning. He did hit a batter, got a double play, gave up one hit, strands a runner, 2-0 Mets. Look at how the Mets got their runs, gambling and losing there. James Jones on a drive by Travis d'Arnaud. Bobby Abreu, 40 years young, comes around to score 1-0 Mets, and later in the same inning, there's a base hit by Ruben Tejada, finds some grass. Ackley tries to throw him out, and scoring on the play, d'Arnaud. So here's Logan Morrison. Pops it up. It's playable for David Wright. One out. Willie Bloomquist is next, followed by Dustin Ackley. Momo now 0 for 2. Willie, he grounded out to right in the second inning. His young Jacob deGrom has been very effective through the first 4 1/3 with 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, giving up no runs on 1 hit.
Well, Mariners need to find a way to put some pressure on him. Willie with 3 hits last night. Ackley on deck has been a hot hitter. Maybe get a little speed on the bases and see how he handles that. But he is cruising right along right now.
Strike one. DeGrom 6'4", $180. Born in DeLeon Springs, Florida, lives in DeLand, Florida. 9th round pick, 2010 first year draft. Missed the 11 season because of Tommy John surgery. He's ahead of Willie, 0-2. Willie shoots one right side, base hit. Good 2-strike hitting by Willie Bloomquist. Mariners have a 1-out base runner.
A little inside-out swing with 2 strikes. Willie letting the ball travel and finds a hole on the right side of the infield. We've seen this a lot from him, the veteran. A lot of hits on the right side of the infield if you're a right-handed hitter. Dustin Ackley tried to shoot one into left field his first time up, but lined out right at David Wright, the third baseman. Hit it hard.
Willie Bloomquist 4 for his last 7. As aboard as Ackley takes ball 1.
Had a chance to have a conversation with Howard Johnson today. I was asking him about Dustin, and Again, started the game today hitting .360 in the month of July. And I asked him, I said, I've been watching him. I really don't see anything that's mechanical that he's made any changes on. And he said the only thing really that he has done, and we've talked about that front knee of his, sometimes he gets bent and then he starts to drift forward. He's been able to keep his hips back a little bit longer and not drift. When he starts drifting forward, his swing gets a little bit longer. He says he's done a better job of that. But he thinks more than anything is just in what we've been talking about, Dave, being more aggressive early in counts, just like that.
Hit it hard. Cap City. One hop. Stays in the yard. Willie to third. Here's a throw to the plate. Not in time. Ackley will move to third as DeGrom could not back up the throw. So the Mariners right back in it just that quickly. 2-1 Mets. A double for Ackley. That'll be his 18th. Picks up an RBI, his 32nd.
We're talking about Dustin and one being aggressive early in the count, and he finds a fastball that he likes. He drives it in the gap. As you take a look at it, stays on it, does a good job in staying back behind it. It's a different hitting approach. Dustin, most of the guys hit against a straight front leg. Dustin typically has that front leg bent, but the key to it all is that he doesn't drift forward with his body. And that's the reason why he's able to hit that ball hard into the gap. A shorter swing. He'll pick up an RBI, and a mistake for the Mets, making an error on the play.
E4 on Murphy on the throw and a relay. Gets Ackley to third.
That was a poor throw over the catcher's head and ends up getting past DeGrom. So Ackley was able to move up to third base. Fly ball, and it doesn't have to be a deep one to score Ackley.
1-0 here to Zunino. Two and 0. So after 1 out of 2 strikes, single by Bloomquist, the 1-1 count. Ackley doubles to the right center field gap. Mike Z's got a 3-0 count. Andy Chavez on deck. Zunino coming off a 1-for-4 performance last night. An upper tank home run, deep left field.
Boyd McClendon letting him swing 3-0. Ended up getting a fastball, but it was a little bit off the plate away.
Good count for Mike at 3-1. Drawn in infield. That is a mile high pop, shallow left. Very shallow left. Ackley draws a throw, and that's a hustle to get back as David Wright cuts it off. 2 away with the tying run at third base. Hey fans, follow every Mariners game. MLB.com @bat on your favorite mobile phone or tablet. Get live look-ins, instant replay, score stats, audio free, MLB.tv game of the day, and more. Download from the App Store or visit Mariners.com today. Andy Chavez looking to pick up that run. Dustin Ackley down at third. Indy got the first base hit for the Mariners, and it stood up until this 2-hit inning here in the 5th. Big swing and a miss.
And he had his base hit on a changeup. It was up out over the plate, and he hit a line drive back up the middle.
Indy with a big RBI in Sunday's tough 6-5 loss. This one popped up towards the line. Young giving chase. Might have some room. Jumps into the stands. And no play. And boy, I tell you what, he smacked that youngster. I hope he's okay. Jeez.
Well, it looked as if he was going to try to jump into the stands to make the catch. Again, not familiar with the ballpark. He's trying to get into the stands. The fans will help Andy Chavez out. In the meantime,
he went in there hard.
Yeah, and knocked one of the youngsters over.
Oh, he got the big guy. Well, he really tuned up the big guy. Wow. brother.
Trying to help him out.
Yep. Yeah. Tough kid. You'll be all right. Hang with him. Boy. Flip foul. 2005 last time the Mets were here. Look what David Wright did. He went in and yikes, made a play. Got a lot of seat there too in the ribs. He held on for the out. Indy trying to tie it up here. 0-2. Try to play again.
And DeGrom keeps trying to beat him with the high fastball. Again, Indy with the base hit on the changeup.
Indy, one-time New York Met. Ackley, 5-game hitting streak. He's at third. Pitch then he took a lot off. Ground ball, second base, Murphy. Easy play. That'll do it. Mariners do get on the board. A run on 2 hits, no errors, and leave a man. And Eric Young Jr. telling that youngster with the Cano shirt on to hang with him, big guy. Nice job. Give him that's good. That's a nice job by Eric Young to give him the wristband and a ball. Great job, Eric. Well done. Well done.
Yankees 2 and 2.5 games respectively behind the Mariners. Indians also 2.5 games. An update on those Yankees. So you may have heard earlier they did make a trade to get Chase Headley, the third baseman today, from the Padres. Now he was not there in enough time to start the game. But he did actually come in the game against the Texas Rangers. That game right now just going to the 14th inning. It looked like the Texas Rangers were going to do the Mariners a favor. They scored a run in the top of the 13th, but then they came back and tied it, guys. And right now that game headed to the 14th inning. And Headley, by the way, 0 for 3 so far in this contest.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Lucas Duda leading off the Mets 6 with a base hit to center. Here's what Ramirez has done through 5 innings plus. He's into the 6th, down only 2-1. So Lloyd McClendon and the coaching staff got to love that.
I would think so. Give the bullpen a little bit of a break. Mystic bouncing back with a day game tomorrow will be Taijuan Walker getting the start. So it's important for Ramirez to pitch deep in this game. And I think, again, 6 innings Lloyd would have been happy with. The Mariners with a great opportunity after the double by Ackley and then the error. He ended up left stranded, but he was at third with 1 out. And I think Mike Zunino had a good fastball to hit it out into left field, but just not deep enough. Eric Young does a lot of things well, but throwing isn't one of them. I think it was a little bit deeper with the speed of Ackley. They would have tried it, but just too shallow.
1-0 to Abreu. 1 for 2, run scored. Change up way out in front. '18th year in the big leagues, broke in with the Houston Astros. Bobby Abreu. To the strike. Abreu's best years with the Phillies at .303 in 9 years with that ball club. At .295, 3 years with the Yankees. Left field, here comes Ackley. Easy play, 1 down. All right, it is time for question 4. Use hashtag RootQ4 and tell us how many combined fly ball outs will be recorded in tonight's game. For your chance to win a Root Sports prize pack. Follow us on Twitter at RootSports_NW to answer. And we still have one more question, so stay tuned. 1 out, 1 on in the Mets 6th. They lead 2-1. Brings up Travis d'Arnaud. RBI triple and a strikeout. Ball 1.
Ramirez was able to get a double play ball in the 5th inning. He would take another one right here. 88 pitches overall for him.
Just joining us, Dustin Ackley. RBI double has the Mariners on the board here. Way out front, 1-1. Mets scored 2 runs in the 2nd inning. d'Arnaud an RBI triple and an RBI single by Tejada. Mariners got 1 hit in the 1st inning and then held hitless for the next 3 before getting a run on 2 hits in the 5th. Runner goes. What a wild pitch. Duda down to 2nd. They call it a stolen base. So he gets the stolen base. He was on the move.
Right. It doesn't matter that the ball ended up going to the backstop. He was trying to steal. I wonder if maybe Ramirez saw him and broke his concentration a little bit because he missed badly with that pitch, and he's been around the strike zone tonight. He had another batter. That time it was with a changeup, excuse me.
So now 2 on, runners at 1st and 2nd. It's Kirk Neuenhuis.
It's just a changeup, a lot of run to it. d'Arnaud. I think like most catchers, he's not going to move much. We've seen the same thing with Zunino. They're not going to help you out and get out of the way.
Very statuesque.
Rick Waite's the pitching coach, making his 2nd trip out to the mound. Came out to the mound in the 2nd inning. Nobody throwing in the Mariner pen.
Boys just sitting there watching, not even moving out of the pen. Rick said his piece. See if Ramirez can get a much needed double play would end the 6th. There are Met fans in the building. 2nd night in a row with a "Let's Go Mets" cheer. Those back on the East Coast who are still awake probably digging that. Fouled off. Neuenhuis struck out twice, both on 2-2 pitches.
And Ramirez was fortunate on that pitch. It was a changeup. Yeah, it was on the corner, but it was elevated, an easier pitch to get to. One of the better swings Neuenhuis has had tonight.
One out, 2 on. Is that a play? Duda at second, Darno at first. Oh, 2 pitch. Ball and 2 strikes. NYN in his second tour of duty with the Mets this season. Recalled from AAA Las Vegas. 1-2 pitch. Bounce foul. Looking for the double play ball. 1-2 pitch. Up high, 2-2. Mariners have turned one double play, a 4-6-3 back in the 5th inning. It was after Ramirez had hit Tejada to lead off the inning. Two and two to NYN. Fine save there by Zunino. A full count.
And a call to the bullpen. 97 pitches now for Ramirez, and he looks like he's lost the feel of his changeup. That's been a good pitch for him tonight, but he's been all over the place with it here in this inning. And Tom Wilhelmsen will start to get loose.
3-2. 1 out, 2 on, and a 2-1 Met lead here in the 6th. Struck him out. 7 strikeouts for Ramirez, one of the bigger strikeouts he's had all season. 2 away here in the 6th.
And the best changeup he has thrown in the inning. Take a look at this changeup. It's perfect right at the bottom of the strike zone on the outside corner. And NYN, thinking he was going to get a 3-2 fastball, is way out in front of this pitch. Good pitch for Ramirez.
3rd time he struck out NYN. Brings up Juan Lagares, the center fielder, who's walked and struck out. Breaking ball for strike. Pitch number 100 coming up for Ramirez in what is game number 100 for both the Mets and the Mariners. Oh, 1. Rick waits. Must have imbued some confidence in Mr. Ramirez. Got a 1-1 count. Ball and 2 strikes. Tom Wilhelmsen warming up. No doubt we'll see him in the 7th. Ramirez a strike away from taking a note off the to-do list or the checklist of Lloyd McClendon. Dude, I need 6. Ramirez with the 1-2 pitch to Juan Lagares. Got him! Mission accomplished for Erasmo Ramirez. He gives the Mariners 6 innings. This evening they trail 2-1 here at Safeco Field. 1-2 from DeGrom. Oh boy, that hurt. That's with the guard. Would have been a lot worse had he not had it on.
Yes, it would.
Ball with 2 strikes. Takes ball 2, 2-2. Not on 3 hits for the Mariners. 2 runs on 5 hits and an error by the Mets. Going back is Lagares in the left center field to make the play. Time now for a Geico This Date in MLB history. Mr. Mariner Alvin Davis collects his 1,000th career hit. How about Teddy Higuera, good left-hander, 5th all-time in Mariners history with 1,163 hits. You like to watch Mr. Mariner back when you were a youngster?
Loved it. Yeah, he was great, and just kind of burst onto the scene. Rookie of the year, really fun to watch. Class act, that's for sure. And it's great that he's in the organization now, helping out all the minor league kids, trying to get them to the big leagues. But a really good player.
3rd time around for Cano. Robbie struck out twice in a 3-2 pitch and an 0-2 pitch. A lot of changeups you've seen from DeGrom.
That's basically what DeGrom has done. He's had a good fastball. He's been 93, 94 miles an hour with his fastball. Had good location with it tonight, but not many breaking balls, more changeups. Mariners with 6 left-handed hitters in the lineup, and so he's used more changeups tonight. It's been a good pitch for him.
Juno. The changeup fouled off. Very comfortable night here in Seattle. We're at Safeco Field. 18,681 on hand. Dave Sims, Mike Blowers, Root Sports crew. A lot of the traveling party for the Mets, first time here at Safeco Field, and they continue to marvel at the beauty of this place. Two balls, 1 strike. Smashed to left field right at Eric Young Jr. 2 down. Bring up Kyle Seager, who struck out and walked.
It's a fastball away from him, unfortunately. Eric Young Jr. standing right there, hit it right at him. See if Kyle, 2 outs, can hit one into the seats. So most of his damage this year here at Safeco Field.
Series wraps up tomorrow, 12:40 start time. Taijuan Walker back on the mound for the Mariners. He'll be opposed by the veteran Bartolo Colon. One to Kyle. Good rip, 1-2.
One of the better swings we've seen on the changeup. 87 miles an hour on the outside corner. So Kyle not happy with himself. Thought he should have done something with that pitch. A good swing on it.
Two outs, nobody on. A 1-2 pitch. Murphy will not get it. A base hit for Kyle Seager with 2 outs. Here in the Mariners' home 6th.
And another changeup. Probably a better pitch from DeGrom, but Kyle able to stay with it and hit it hard back up the middle, pick up a base hit. This pitch off the plate away and keeping his hands back long, just long enough to hit it back up the middle.
Corey Hart's third time through. Fly to center and a strikeout. Strike one.
And it looks like it will be Tom will take over. Ramirez has done his job.
Swing and a miss by Corey, 0-2. Corey, a career hitter against the Mets, .304 with 6 home runs and 24 RBIs from his days in Milwaukee. Ramirez, an 8K night, matching his season best. Popped up, first baseman Duda. He lost it. The catcher stayed with it, had it in his glove, Darnell, and couldn't make the play. Corey Hart catches a break.
It's a big break. Now you'd like to see him do something with it.
Duda had it and then lost it.
That's a tough play for a catcher to make.
Corey Hart gets it. Gets a life here. 0-2. About the length of the ball, you can tell he's looking at Duda, thinking Duda had it all the way. 0-2. Line drive down the line. It will. Get foul. Too much hook on it.
Well, it looks like a changeup out in front of the pitch. He hooks it down the line, not able to stay back long enough.
DeGrom ready with the 0-2 to Corey Hart. It's well out of play.
Well, the other part of it is the Mets not able to make that play over by the Mariner dugout. Keep adding to the pitch count of DeGrom, who's been really good tonight. 93 pitches now.
No stirring in the Mets bullpen. 0-2 to Corey Hart. Strike 3 called. Into the 6th here at Safeco Field. Mariners get a base hit, strand a runner. To the 7th we go in a 2-1 Met lead.
second in there for 3. Hi, everyone. Angie Mentink here at the Ford Sports Desk. Now, Mariners left Los Angeles. The Birds came in, and right now that game 3-0. The Baltimore Orioles lead the majors with 121 home runs. They take a little hit offensively tonight because Manny Machado, who's been on fire for them lately, hitting over 300 the last couple of months, was a late scratch because of lower back stiffness. But again, that game right now, 3-0. Orioles on top. Jonathan Shoup has gone yard in this one, so his teammates picking up the slack for him. Guys, back upstairs.
All right, Angie, thank you very much.
Well, we thought Ramirez would be finished with 102 pitches, but Lloyd McClendon going to try to get a little bit more out of him. Tom Wilhelmsen continues to throw in the bullpen.
Showing some confidence in the young man. Breaking ball hit foul by Ruben Tejada. The shortstop for the Mets will be followed by Eric Young Jr. and Daniel Murphy.
Well, there's that, and I think with every out that he's able to get, that's one more out that saves the bullpen.
Absolutely. At Marathon in New York, won by the Yankees 2-1 over Texas in the 14th. Toronto beat Boston 7-3. Here's a pitch, swing and a miss. What about Ramirez? That's 9 strikeouts, 3 consecutive here. It's the second time he's had a run of 3 or more. 1 down here in the 7th. Ride with all your fans on Sound Transit and enjoy freedom from traffic and parking. Plan your next trip. Visit soundtransit.org. Top of the order, and Eric Young Jr., who's 0 for 3. 3 consecutive strikeouts by Ramirez. He had a run of 4, ending the 3rd and into the 4th. Strike 1 to Young. Breaking ball in there for strike. So here's Ramirez pitching into the 7th inning. It's the second time he's gotten this deep. He went 7 in his initial outing. That was back on April 1st at the Angels. An 8-3 victory. He went 7 innings of 6 hit, 2-run ball. No walks, 6 Ks. Tonight he's got 9 strikeouts. That's a season best. And he's walked 2.
And he's been sharp in the inning so far, throwing a lot of strikes. Still has the good changeup.
He surpassed his previous season best of 8. That was against Houston back on April 22nd. Took the loss in that game, a 6-inning run for him. Another strikeout. 4 consecutive strikeouts. 10 on the night. It's his second 4K run this evening.
Well, after some changeups away, he comes back with a fastball right on the inside corner, elevated a little bit over the belt, and Young is not able to get to it. 4-seam fastball. Good look from the McDonald's Supermo as he throws it past. You can see how late the swing is, but right on the inside corner.
There's Daniel Murphy.
And another look at the strikeout.
Well, Ramirez has really shown well here tonight. Jones gambled on a line drive, turned it into a triple in the first inning. In the second inning, beg your pardon. Later on in the same inning, an RBI by Tejada for the 2 runs for New York. None since. And since that 2-run 3-hit inning, the Mets have been held scoreless with 2 hits. Pitch is outside. Ball and 2 strikes. Chopped down to Seager. Flips over, and that'll do it. Very efficient inning by Erasmo Ramirez. He has given Lloyd McClendon and the Mariners bonus time tonight, going 7 strong innings. They need some offense for him now to make him a winner. The lottery and the Department of Imagination. What would you do if you won? Good look at the Fremont Bridge going up. Cars got to stop. Let the boat or ship go through. Well, good reason to smile for Erasmo Ramirez. A 10K night over 7 innings of work. Gave up just 2 runs on 5 hits. Keeps the Mariners in position to win this ball game. Nice work.
Yeah, really good outing for him. 114 pitches, 79 strikes for Ramirez. In the meantime, DeGrom's still out there for the Mets, and he has tied up the Mariners tonight. Mariners with 1 run on 4 hits.
Morrison, Bloomquist, and Ackley 6, 7, and 8 here in the 7th for the Mariners.
Dana Eaglin, a veteran left-hander, getting loose in the pen for the Mets.
One-time Oakland Athletic. Ricky Bonas, the bullpen coach for the Mets. 1-1, Alomo. 2-1. Morrison tonight. Ground out to third on a heck of a play by David Wright, and then a pop-up to David Wright, third baseman.
And you can see the pitches from DeGrom. He has pitched well. 97 pitches, 71 strikes for him.
Murphy stays with it. Easy play, 1 away. Join the Mariners 2015 lineup by making a deposit on season tickets. Reserve a great spot right now. Just $100 per seat. And what's more, if you make a deposit, you'll have a chance to test drive season ticket locations this season and experience Mariners season ticket holder benefits, including access to special events, discounts, and more. For more info, visit mariners.com/15. A Joey Cora jersey out in left field, upper deck.
With 1 out in the 5th, Willie Bloomquist was able to get a hit, base hit into right field, and scored the 1 run.
Ground ball to Tejada. 2 away. Here's Angie Mentink. What do you have, Angie?
Guys, I've got our AT&T fan photos of the game. We ask you to send these in each game so we can see who you're watching the game with and where you're watching it. And this was from earlier tonight because Justin sent this in. Said, sitting here waiting for Twitter Tuesday to begin. Isn't she cute? Well, Twitter Tuesday has begun. We're in the thick of it. All right, Justin, hope you're paying attention and following us on Twitter at @RootSports_NW. Make sure you tweet your photos to #MarinersFanPhoto to have it shown in an upcoming broadcast, guys.
All right, Angie, thank you very much. Dustin Ackley's accounted for the only RBI tonight, a double. Back in the 5th inning, scoring Willie Bloomquist. The long hair. Look at Jacob deGrom, and think of Jeff Samardzija, just went from the Cubs to the Athletics. Saw him before the break. He got out-dueled by Felix. Back up the middle. Ackley's hot hitting continues. A 2-for-3 night. This comes with 2 outs. So Ackley hitting streak to 5 games.
And again, being aggressive on the fastball. That pitch in the middle of the plate.
Ackley 11 for his last 21 over his last 5 games. Houston and Oakland playing in Oakland. Bottom of the 7th. It's a 2-2 ball game. Here's Mike Zunino. Mike tonight is grounded out to short and fly to left.
Missed a high fastball his last time up. He's in a good count, 3-1 count. Fastball in the middle of the plate, right at the top of the strike zone, and he missed it. Similar to the pitch that he hit out last night. And so another one.
Popped up. No play for Darno.
Another fastball, 93 miles an hour in the middle of the plate, probably just above the belt.
Oh, about 3 o'clock in the morning, he's going to wake up and see, geez, I should have killed that thing.
Yeah, FC will.
One and 2.
And after the swing on the fastball, comes right back with a slider.
DeGrom turned 26 back on June 19th, and he's throwing a well of a ball game here tonight. 1 and 2 to Zunino. 2 and 2. Big time waiting.
He's ready to go.
Mike Rojas, the bullpen coach. Andy Chavez on deck if Zunino can keep it going. 2-2 pitch. Struck him out. 7 complete here at Safeco Field. Mets have a 2-1 lead. Look at the statue of Vladimir Ilyich Lenin. That's our Seattle City Light power play.
Well, it was a good night for Ramirez. I think Lloyd would have been thrilled if he was able to get 6 innings out of him. He ends up getting 7. He had to throw a lot of pitches, 114 pitches to get through 7, but what an outing for him. 10 strikeouts, had a really good changeup going. For the most part, was able to command his fastball, but a changeup his best pitch. And he made some big pitches, including that one with a couple of runners on to get another strikeout. 10 strikeouts total. Only a couple of walks for Ramirez. He did hit 2 batters, but he did his job tonight as it ties a career high with the 10 strikeouts. 114 pitches, 79 strikes for Ramirez. Tom Wilhelmsen will take over.
Bouncing ball goes to Willie Bloomquist. And he throws out right. 1 pitch, 1 out. I'll bring up Lucas Duda, the first baseman, who's 1 for 3 with a stolen base. Tom Wilhelmsen, there was thought that he might get a chance to start tomorrow's game. Lloyd McClendon really intrigued, he said, by his ability to go long. And it started that game last week, and then over the weekend had a 4-inning stint in the marathon game. Tom said he would, next season, looking ahead to next season, be intrigued and certainly be interested in talking about starting. But he says, hey, we got a good thing going with this bullpen. Why break it up? And that was Lloyd's thoughts. That's why Taijuan Walker will get the start tomorrow.
Well, one of the other reasons he would have been able to start Tom if he decided to go in that direction. His last outing, he stretched him out. It was 4 innings that he had pitched, and his pitch count was getting to a point to where maybe he could throw 70, 75 pitches. So they were thinking about it. As you look at his numbers overall, 2.35 ERA, 47 strikeouts. Only sitting 172 against Tom. Good fastball. Fastball be 95 to 97 miles an hour. Also mix in a curveball and a changeup to the lefties.
Rest-wise, he would have been good, too, because he pitched on Friday. 2-0 here to Duda.
With Duda hitting, the Mariners have the shift on again. Kyle Seager on the right side of the infield. Cano on the outfield grass. Willie Bloomquist, the only infielder on the left side.
There's a strike. 3-1. Well, we had one game in the big leagues go 14 innings. Yankees 2-1 over Texas in New York. Right now, the Giants at the Phillies. Top 14, tied at 5-5. 3-1. Well hit, deep right field, and he's just going to turn and be a spectator. Home run off the middle deck for Lucas Duda, his 15th. RBI number 50, and he crushed it. Got it on a 3-1 pitch.
Well, Tom falling behind 3-1, and you can see the high leg kick, and he jumps all over this fastball right in the middle of the plate. Almost hit it into the cafe.
So 3-1 Met lead here in the 8th. Well, you got a souvenir. Lucas Duda's 15th home run. Duda takes over the team lead in that category. Had been tied with Curtis Granderson, who's out sick tonight. Bobby Abreu 1 for 3 tonight with a run scored. There you have it. Those are late great announcer Wes Kiter would say that's the arithmetic for tonight.
446 feet on that home run.
Yowza. 1-1. Fouled into Zunino's glove. Ball and 2 strikes. Ricky Bonas, good pitcher in his day. Bullpen coach on the left. And on the right, it's Juris Familia. Two and two. Chop foul. RBIs tonight for the Mets. Darno, Tejada, and now Duda. For the Mariners, Dustin Ackley's accounted for the only run. That was a fifth inning RBI double. Fouled off. Giants have just taken an 8-5 lead now at Philly in the top of the 14th. Mariners will see the Phillies coming up in August. 3-game set, 2 night games and a day game. Beginning August 18th. That's the middle portion of a Detroit, Philly, Boston road trip. This one going foul. Two balls, 2 strikes. The veteran Bobby Abreu.
Making Tom work, fouling off a bunch of pitches. And another one.
Abreu, 40 years old. Out of Maracay, Venezuela. Two. Did not go, says Doug Eddings. On deck, Travis d'Arnaud, the catcher. Mariners in the home 8th, while at the top of the order, Indy, James Jones and Robinson Cano. Well, being 6'5", really helpful there. Tom Wilhelmsen, 2 down. Abreu, after a long at bat, hits one right back to Big Tom. Mariners and EQC salute the men and women of the U.S. military. A special season-long discount. Armed Forces personnel will receive 10% off select main, terrace, and view level seats at all Mariners home games. All you have to do is show your valid military ID at the Safeco Field box office to get your EQC military discount. 2 outs brings up the catcher Travis d'Arnaud. 1 for 2. He was hit by a pitch. RBI triple. Scored the first run of the game in the 2nd inning. Right to Andy Chavez, and he puts it away. That'll do it. A home run by Duda extends the Mariners deficit to 3-1. Andy Chavez, James Jones, and Robinson Cano coming up here in the 8th. minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. By Money Tree, proud to make a donation to Mariners Care for every Mariners win. And by Honda, get a great deal on a new car you're going to love at the Honda Summer Clearance Event. More action up at Green Lake from earlier today. And right now, let's check in with Angie Mentink.
All right, guys, I do not know who is more thrilled, Chase Headley to be in New York or the Yankees to have him. Now, he did not get to New York in enough time to start today's game against the Texas Rangers, but that game goes into the 14th inning. And who wins it in the bottom of the 14th? Of course, Chase Headley. Now, he did have 3 at-bats before that to try to win the ball game and did not. But it's the one hit that really counts. So right now in the standings, what that means is the Yankees are now 2 games tied with the Blue Jays within the Mariners for that second AL wild card slot. Guys, back upstairs.
All right, Angie, thank you. Mike, it's going to be one heck of a chase coming down the stretch these last 62 games.
Well, it certainly is. And the Mariners, I think we're going to have to lean on their pitching quite a bit, but a pitching change for the Mets. Familia will take over. 2-3 record, a 1.98 ERA, 41 strikeouts and 20 walks. A lot of walks in 50 innings. Opponents hitting .220 against him. Be the top of the order. Chavez due up.
Strike one. Endy tonight with a base hit in the first inning. Since then, he's grounded out to short, grounded out to second. David right in at third. Here's a ball hit well. Deep center field. Long run by Lagares, and he runs it down.
Well, gave it a good ride. We talked about Lagares, how shallow he likes to play. And again, he's comfortable going back on the ball, and they showed it there with the over-the-shoulder catch. Endy Chavez giving it a pretty good ride, but he covers a lot of ground.
Nice play by Lagares. James Jones will be the hitter now. He's 0 for 3. Familiar from San Cristobal in the Dominican Republic. Fastball for a strike. Big kid, 6'3", 245. 24 years old. Underwent elbow surgery last June, so he has recovered quite well.
I'll say good fastball, 97 miles an hour. Evelyn, the left-hander, he was up earlier, back throwing again. Torres just starting to warm up in the pen.
They have been on a fabulous roll. He's allowed 1 earned run in his last 17 games. That's a span of 17 2/3. Got an 0.51 ERA dating back to June 12. DeGrom, nice effort.
Pitched well, and again, he's been a hot pitcher for the Mets coming into this one, but 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned, a walk, 7 strikeouts. He threw 107 pitches.
Upstairs, 2-2 at 97 miles an hour. DeGrom in line to win his 3rd consecutive ball game. Blew it by him. 2 outs. Let's take a look at our Subway box score. And there you have it. Not a lot of offense here tonight. The 4 hits. Endy, Kyle Seager, Willie Bloomquist, Dustin Ackley's accounted for 2 hits and the Mariners' only run.
And that'll be Robinson Cano trying to check in with a base hit tonight. Hit the ball hard his last time up. Lined out to the left fielder, Young.
Great swing. Strike 1. You can see why Terry Collins has gone to Familia now for the 48th time. Oh, and 2 to Cano. Coming up tomorrow, CenturyLink link to what's next. We got both ends of the age spectrum. We got the youngster in Taijuan Walker, and you got Bartolo Colon, who's 12-1 in this building.
Familia quickly ahead of Cano. Both pitches fastballs. 97 miles an hour. Throwing hard tonight.
Seen a lot of Bartolo Colon over the years. Here at Safeco Field, 14 starts, a 12-1 record, almost 100 innings, a terrific ERA. Opponent's only hitting .211 and a whip of .093. Ooh. Bad whiff of Colon. Boy's feeling good in the truck. That Uncle Millie laugh book. Colon, 40 years old. In fact, 41 years old as of May 24th. 1-2 to Cano. Nobody on. 2 outs here in the 8th. The Mariners down 3-1. Familia ready. And hit foul.
Robinson a little bit late on Familia's best fastball so far. 98 miles an hour.
2 strikes. Chopper. Familia retires his Dominican countryman. Throws a 1-2-3 8th inning, 3-1 Mets. Marcus Duda didn't miss that, did he? Home run in the 8th extends the Met lead to 3-1 for Duda's 15th home run. Tom Wilhelmsen needs to hang a 0 here in the 9th. On the Mets, facing the bottom third of the order, Kurt Neuenhuis, Juan Lagares, and Ruben Tejada. A 3-strikeout night for Kurt. Wilhelmsen came on in the 8th, gave up a solo home run to Duda. After Erasmo Ramirez, impressive 7 innings, 5 hit, 2-run ball, 2 walks, and 10 strikeouts. Season best 10.
With Neuenhuis in the 3 strikeouts, it's been the changeup that's caused some problems for him tonight. Ramirez had a really good changeup. Big reason why he was able to pitch deep into this game.
10 strikeouts by Ramirez, matching his career best as well.
And Tom missing with the changeup as Mejia gets loose in the pen.
Swing and a miss. Full count.
A lot of movement on that fastball.
Juan Lagares on deck. Did not go. So Neuenhuis avoids the golden sombrero as he walks here leading off the 9th. Here's Angie Mente.
Guys, your first Mariner game is very special, but your second one is kind of a big deal as well. We take a look at our AT&T fan photo of the game, and Natalia sent this one in. Look at this little cutie. Not only is this sign informative, letting us know it's her second Mariner game, but also that apparently it's very delicious as well. All right, guys, remember to tweet your photos to #MarinersFanPhoto for a chance to have it shown in a game. Guys?
All right, Angie, thank you. Juan Lagares, strike 1 to him. He's walked and struck out twice. That thing bounced up and hit him in the face. 0-2. Shake that one off.
Yeah. Take a look at the swing. Chases a breaking ball. It's going to be down off the plate, but it bounces right back up and hits him in the jaw. See him reaching for the ball. Oh, right off the plate, too.
0-2. Slow roller. Get the lead runners. Cano for the double play. They go around the horn. Well done. Second double play turn tonight by the Mariners.
Really good turn. The ball was not hit sharply at all. And Lagares can run. He can get down the line, but Kyle Seager again ranging to his left gets rid of the ball quickly, and a quick turn by Cano with the strong arm. Jim Joyce with the call.
He's special with those turns, isn't he?
He really is.
2 outs in the 9th. Ruben Tejada, the shortstop. Strike 1. Tejada with an RBI single in the 2nd, hit by a pitch in the 5th, and a strikeout in the 7th. One. Well, Helmson out away from posting the 0 they were looking for here in the 9th. Ball and 2 strikes.
With Cano at second base, we talk about the strong arm all the time, but he has great hands, quick hands. Kyle Seager made it easy on him because the feed was right there, chest high, but he gets rid of the ball quickly.
Because of that, too, you don't see guys get to his legs.
No.
He's got the good feet anyway.
Right.
1-2. He always talk about he protects himself. He's in there.
A little Laredo down by the side. Get those guys on the ground as quickly as you can.
Absolutely. 2-2 here to Tejada. 2-2 pitch. Got him. Nice work by Tom Wilhelmsen. Double play, big help in the ninth. Time to go to work with 3 outs to play with. Mariners down 2. Got Seager, Hart, and Morrison coming up. Memories are made of this. Mariners would like to make some memories right now. They trail 3-1. And watch Jenry Mejia. Well, I hope he didn't hurt himself. He's emphatic. He's ready to go.
Closers, what are you going to do?
Yeah, we've seen a lot this week, haven't we?
11 saves on the year for him. 3.86 ERA.
Tell you what, you go ahead and do that right now. You go, Medic!
66 strikeouts, 31 walks.
I'll see you sometime next month after a move like that. Wow. Do have to love the passion. See if the Mariners can passion one up here in the ninth. They got Seager, they got Hart, they got Morrison. They're down by 2. Mariners 8-8 here in the month of July, and over their last 21 home games, 11-11. See if they can make this game number 100 a memorable occasion. Well, the Mariner Moose get everybody fired up. Crowd of 18,681 on hand.
Seager, Hart, and Morrison due up. Kyle with a base hit. Single back up the middle.
Well, here we go. 3 runs, 6 hits, and an error for the Mets. 1 on 5 hits, no errors for the Mariners. Jenry Mejia Drops in a breaking ball for strike one.
Slow curveball at 75 miles an hour.
Here from the Dominican Republic, lives in Santo Domingo. 24 years old, 6', 205. Double up, missed, 1-1. He was with the Mets in 2010, went 0-4 in 33 games. In 12, 1-2 in 5 games, and 1-2 last year in 5 games as Seager swings and misses 1-2.
Well, that time it was the hard slider. Tried to throw it at Kyle's back foot and was able to get it there. Kyle swinging over the top of it. Hasn't seen a fastball yet.
On a 2 to Seager. And on the ground to Murphy. Away. Bring up Corey Hart. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. First pitch to Corey Hart. Breaking ball, misses, ball 1. Surprised to hear and see a lot of Met fans in the building here tonight. Corey in good shape here, 2-0. John Wilhelmsen, 2 innings work here, give up the run on a home run. 3-0.
His first fastball we've seen from him. 93 miles an hour.
Logan Morrison on deck. Taken all the way, 3-1. And he has allowed just 2 earned runs his last 15 and a third. Moved to the bullpen back on May 12 after making 7 starts. 3-1 to Corey Hart. Down low. They'll bring the tying run to the plate. Pinch runner, Stephen Romero will pick up Corey Hart. Whatever you can for the rally hats.
Logan Morrison waiting on deck. Should have a good idea of what he's going to see from Mejia. Some slow breaking balls. Fastball about 93.
Lose one out in right field, tied up.
Look for something middle in early.
Strike 1. Almost last home run 11 days ago against Oakland. Right back to Mejia. Turn to double play, and that is the ball game. Tough one. 3-1. Mets win it. Outstanding pitching by Jacob deGrom to get the victory.